doing? Alan here, Certified Fire. Hey, one of the most often asked questions when people call in about their fire sprinkler systems is getting a 5-year inspection done. And kind of the mystery is how we price these things, how many systems do we have. Well, I just want to make a quick little video here and let you know what to look for if you're in your building. That way you can identify it, give us a call, and then we can give you hopefully the right pricing over the phone. All right, we're going to go in and take a look at the building we're at real quick. Okay, number one term we use in the fire sprinkler business, well, maybe not the number one term, but when we're talking about 5-year inspections, is what is a riser? A riser is this. If I can pan back, give you a good idea. It's where the water comes up out of the ground, generates from the city connection, usually has gauges on it, some kind of a shut-off valve, and it feeds the fire sprinkler system up above at the roof. And then, of course, sprinklers are dropped into offices where needed. You build a ceiling inside the structure, you're going to require to have fire sprinklers in there. Anyway, that takes the mystery out of it. I mean, that is a riser, okay? A couple components on here. That's the main shutoff valve of this system. We term that an OS&Y valve. And what that does is it just shuts the water off so we can drain the system so we can work on it. Another form of a shutoff valve is what we term a PIV, or a post indicator valve. There's not one on this property. Maybe in the next video I'll track one down. They're usually, or they are, red posts that stick up out of the ground. It has a operating nut on top with a wrench attached, and it does the same thing. You turn that nut, turn the wrench, and it shuts the water off. This OS&Y, we can tell it's shut because the stem right here is all the way in, or pretty much all the way in. That enables us to work on the system and do a backflush. One of the other major components of this system is the fire department connection. We're going to walk outside just in a second, and I will show you what that looks like. But attached to the fire department connection, at least on the other end, we're required to backflush it. And what that means is taking this check valve here, opening it up, taking out the clapper valve, so water can flow the opposite way out to the street. On the other side is the fire department connection. That's where the fire department hooks their trucks up and pumps water and pressure into the system during a fire. One other component, or I'll give you two, a couple water gauges, and this is a retard chamber. Retard chamber goes up to the water motor bell, which this is the inside of it, and I'll take a picture of the outside of it when you get there, or when we get there. And a lot of times these fail, so if someone's telling you, hey, the retard chamber needs to be changed out, you know exactly what that is. Now keep in mind, this system is 1955, so a fairly old system. It's not in bad condition. We're actually in LA City doing a Reg 4 test on it. But 55 is old in our business, and there's some other requirements of testing in a building that old. So you definitely, when you talk to us, you're going to want to let us know how old the building is, and that kind of gets us prepared. So let's go back outside real quick, and we'll take a look at the fire department connection. All right, back out here. Now you're going to find these things in different locations. Obviously, we're downtown LA. Not a lot of space down here. I mean, if you take a look down the street, I mean, each building is just on a very, very small footprint. Typically, a fire department likes these things at least 30 feet away from the building, because they're hooking up their trucks, hooking up their hoses, and if a building wall falls down, they certainly don't want to, they don't want the wall to hit the fire truck. But in areas where there's no property, it a lot of times just comes straight out of the wall, just like this one. Couple swivels here. What we just finished doing, you can tell there's a little bit of water on the ground, is flowing water back out of the building. Opposite of what the fire department's going to do, they're going to flow water back into the building. All right. Those are the two main components, other than the actual fire sprinklers up above. But what I wanted to do is just give you an idea of what to look for. So if you click on this video, take a look at it, then you're going to be able to walk through your building, count up how many risers you have, give us a call, and then we can give you a knowledgeable quote, at least give you a good ballpark on what you're dealing with. Now, a couple of other components inside the building would be fire hoses, and on a future video I'll do that. I'll show you exactly what those look like. Standpipes, a lot of residential places have standpipes. They go up multi-floor stories, so we'll do a separate one on that. And also fire hydrants. If you have a private fire hydrant on your property, those are required to be tested, and we can point that out. Okay? Any questions, give us a call, 562-692-5637. My email is Keef, that's K-E-E-F as in Frank E, at certifiedfireext.com. You can shoot me an email or go to our website, that's certifiedfireextinguisher.com, and you can leave any comments or you have some questions. We're happy to answer them. Okay? Thank you.